Like if you can't point to a giant pile of shitty art that you've made recently, then you're not doing the work. And I think so many artists see that as a sign of failure, but to me, that is a sign of like giant success. We have to connect to that messy, playful part of ourselves when we create. That's when the best art is made. I watch artists finesse, and they're trying to get it so right. And they're like narrowing and narrowing their point of view, and they're getting so constrained, and they're losing, I think, their own creative voice almost by these huge restrictions to be perfect. Whereas if you just say, make shitty art, and I often do this at workshops, I say, I got 3 minutes, just make something shitty. And the cool stuff that comes out of that, shitty poems, shitty drawings, there's also that little element of magic to it, because when you just let yourself play like a child, it's so fun. There's a lightness to it. Ideas come in, like perfectionism is rigidity, and we think perfectionism is the answer. It's like, oh, if I'm a perfectionist, it's like that will get me to where I want to go as a creative. It's like the one fault that we're allowed to have. But perfectionism will destroy your creative career. It will destroy it. We need mess. We need play. That is when you will become the best artist you can.
Yeah, and that's actually often where I find the seeds of great ideas come.
Yeah.
Like you did something bad, you did something random, but there was one word or one line in it, or there was one dot or whatever it is for you. There's that one thing that you go, oh, well, that was the real thing. That's the thing I want to create now. And all of a sudden it sparks it. But if you didn't allow for that messiness,
it was never going to happen.
You would never have seen it. You would never have found it. And that to me is definitely why I crave more play and more messiness in my life, because there's a sense of the profound will only come from playfulness. It's not going to come from trying to be profound or create something profound. It doesn't originate that way.
I think so many of us think that art is like a child thing. And so we're trying to be like adults creating. And adults would create in very structured ways. Like we'd have rules, we'd follow an expert and we'd do exactly what they say. And we try and make art a very responsible and neat thing. But art is like that inner child playing, and art is messy, and it should be a kind of a chaotic experience.
Yeah.
We got to invite that back into our lives.
Yes, I do this activity that I got introduced to many years ago.